everybody, Chris here. So does this current Dogecoin pullback lead to a breakout? We're going to talk about that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You'll be notified when my new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. And I know during recent live streams, people have been a little down, and I get that. We called after that big dip on Sunday that Doge would do a slight recovery and go sideways, and that's where we are right now. Going sideways, finding local support, and I'll show you that on the chart as well. And we know that the good times are going to come back though for Dogecoin. When is that going to be? What could that look like? Let's take a look at it. I'll show you the news and the charts. I'll show you what I'm looking at. We start here looking at the current Dogecoin chart, and we're at 26 cents right now. That's right, 26 cents for Dogecoin. As we zoom out a bit, this is what we've been looking at is this line here, which is about 25.5 cents. And we have seen Dogecoin bounce off this a number of times now. We've had 4 big hits on 25.5 cents. So locally, that is our support line that we've been looking at. If we look back at a 4-hour chart, we will look at this 20 candle moving average. So that's what Doge has been following. And after the big Sunday dip, we did have Dogecoin trying to get back over that 20 candle line and has not been able to eclipse it. And here we are right now, just below that 20 candle line on a 4-hour chart. If we look at Bitcoin, $98,000 currently, right at that 20 candle line. ETH had a little bit of a breakout here yesterday, but has returned back to the 20 candle line. Algorand, just under 20 candle. Solana, under the 20 candle. Cardano, right at or under the 20 candle line. Hedera, under. So everything is pretty much doing the same. That's right. The big Sunday dip, and then some recovery, little retrace, and then sideways. That's kind of where we are right now. And also, as predicted, we would have the volume ticking down. So we do have decreasing volume. All of yesterday was just dead. Completely dead trading. I know, I hear you guys, right? You're just like disillusioned. It's like this is supposed to be a bull market, and this is just one phase of a typical bull market, especially after this huge pullback that we had. It's like everything needs to reset, right? Just reset, and then we'll see where we go from here. But that's the situation we have now. And those that saying it's like, oh, Dogecoin is dead. It's just like, guys, look at the other coins too. They're all doing pretty much the same thing. That's what we have in the crypto market right now. So where can we go from here? Well, Trader Allen is looking at Bitcoin first. And he's saying Bitcoin still holding above a trend line. MACD indicates price action is returning to zero from a high, which is the same as we had in October 2024. What happened after October 2024? Well, we had of course, the big explosion in price following the election of Donald Trump as U.S. president. So we're following that same pattern from just last year. We could see a similar move up with a catalyst, whatever that catalyst is. So the MACD, again, on Bitcoin, had the turnover and then moved back up. So we just had this turnover. We have the massive red, of course, here because of this huge pullback, the Trump tariffs and the fear of all that, which in the end was a big nothing burger, but certainly gave all of the exchanges and market makers an excuse to wipe out billions of dollars of long leverage trading that we were following, over the past few days. So that turnaround, if we have a similar turnaround as we did last fall, that could lead to more positivity in the market, another catalyst, and up we go. Just one thing about the Grayscale Dogecoin Trust, again, just keeping an eye on this and what's happening with Grayscale. There is now what did we have that right here? Assets under management. We now have $2 million. $2 million has been put in so far for Doge. Not a lot. I was expecting more sooner, but the sentiment is kind of down. So there's not a lot of money flowing into the Dogecoin Trust yet. But again, we expect this to be about 6 months of investment into this, and then we're going to have it rotate over to an ETF. And that ETF, that's going to be the huge news that's going to come in. And when that happens, we're going to follow that along. But right now, about $2 million in. So what's happening with Dogecoin? The calm before the storm. Why the Dogecoin price is preparing for another explosion. We're going to rally back up over 40 cents. This is looking at Crypto Paradise did this on TradingView and just basically looking at this downward channel. And that downward channel, that mirrors the one that we've been looking at on Dogecoin. And we know it's been downward since December. We've been charting this with these blue lines here, that this is a channel going down. Like most cryptocurrencies, all kind of following the same pattern in that channel. When we have those downward channels, though, what happens next? And it is typically, sooner or later, there is going to be a breakout back above this resistance descending channel line at the upper channel. So we could come up and hit it again and then bounce down. We'll see how that plays out. Meanwhile, Master Kenobi outlining a couple potential scenarios for Dogecoin as well and its future trajectory. Looking at not only pattern from a year ago, going up to February, March when we had that big breakout, but then also taking a look at 2017. And on that one, 2017 versus 2025, a lot of people have been talking about this sort of double move for Dogecoin. And so if what we had in 2017 here was this big move up March through May, if that is symbolic or rhyming of what we just had in November 2024, then we would have these two periods of down. We'd have the first period with the first retrace and the second period with a bigger retrace. Then we've got a bit of recovery time and then explosion up. So what does that look like now? This is where we would be. We would have this November 2024 big run up. Then we would have two retraces. We had the one in December, and then we had this most recent one in February. Will this kind of movement here coming forward mirror or rhyme what we did going from there? So that could be this 40 to 60 days of sideways trading. Some people are saying just wait for April. Personally, I don't think Doge is going to wait that long. And we're going to have 2 months of just blah sideways trading. I mean, you guys are just going to get so disillusioned about that. And I'm going to just be hearing Doge is dead over again. But it's a different time period though now. And these don't always completely rhyme, but we'll be watching that as we go forward. And we got another view of it as well. Dogecoin price pullback mirrors 2017, and this is yet another view. And will this next breakout eventually lead to an all-time high? And this is Trader Allen, and so he's looking at this fractal, looking at this a couple things, very similar again. First big move up that we had in 2017, and then the sort of price action that has happened since then now mirrors what was in 2017. So the big move up in November, we had upward movement. We had a double top here of 48 cents. And then we had the first pullback in December, some recovery, and then the second pullback was lower. That's the one we just had, and here we sit. And this is what happened in 2017. It's a very similar chart. Obviously, Doge was, way lower back in 2017. It was all under a penny, and then eventually, in the end of 2017, Dogecoin, for the first time, came over 1 cent, and that was in December 2017. The first time Dogecoin ever reached a penny, and that was a huge thing, right? That was really huge then. Could we be seeing this same kind of movement coming forward? Again, this is this is looking at another 40 to 60 days of like sideways trading until the breakout. So this is where we are right now. We've had this double drop, the second one lower than the first, very similar to what happened in 2017. This is right now, this is what a lot of people are pointing to. This is what happened in 2017. Could this happen again? And what's going to be that catalyst that's going to send Dogecoin up? And will it reach $1 and go higher? All of that. We can get into that later. Again, first things first, let's get back over 30 cents and 40 cents. We got to hit those resistance lines first and get above those. But this is the potential. So when you hear people talking about 2017, this is the chart we will be looking at. So that's what we have today, guys. Join on the live stream. Be live on Thursday afternoon, also Friday afternoon, again live, as well as we're keeping track on what is happening with Doge. And again, guys, just to remind you, it's not just Doge. It's the whole market is just doing the same thing. We're just doing the same thing. Slight recovery on Bitcoin, didn't get back to where the price was on last Friday before retracing back down and going sideways. ETH, very similar. Algorand, Solana, Cardano, all following the same pattern with decreasing volume. That's kind of the state of where we are right now. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about potential breakout coming? Does that mean that we should be buying on the dips and accumulating in this zone if you didn't catch the huge dip on Sunday? Or are we going to dip back down there again? Let me know in the comments. Give the video a like if you haven't already. Please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.